Good morning, boys and girls. Hope you guys are doing great. I am too. Holding up. Okay, so today we're going to go over our calendar. We're going to trace some numbers. We are going to go over our calendar, our months of the year, and do some subtraction. So hoy vamos a hacer nuestro calendario. Vamos a escribir unos números. También vamos a repasar los meses del año y también a restar. Ok, so stay tuned. Ahora vamos a comenzar. Ok, vamos a repasar el mes en que estamos. ¿Quién me puede decir en qué mes estamos nosotros? Abril, correcto. Y todavía estamos en la época de primavera. ¿Vamos a decirlo juntos? Primavera. Muy bien. Ahora vamos a repasar los días de la semana juntos. Repitan después de mí. Domingo, lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes y sábado. ¿Quién me puede decir en qué día estamos nosotros? Miércoles, muy bien. Ayer fue martes. Hoy es miércoles. Y mañana es jueves. ¿Cuántos días tenemos en el mes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Muy bien. Ahora vamos a contar cuántos días faltan para el día de Pascua. 1, 2, 3 y 4. 4 días para el día de Pascua. Vamos a contar cuántos días faltan para el día del mundo. O también se puede decir el día de la tierra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 y 14. Aquí voy a poner 14. Muy bien. Okay, ahora vamos a repasar los meses del año. Now we're going to go over the months of the year. We did it yesterday and then we're going to do it again today. Y ayer lo hicimos y hoy lo vamos a hacer otra vez. Enero, febrero. I want you to say it with me. Quiero que repitan conmigo. Enero, febrero, marzo, abril, mayo, junio, julio, agosto, septiembre, octubre, noviembre y diciembre. Now we're going to say them in English. Ahora lo vamos a decir en inglés. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Good job, boys and girls. Okay, boys and girls, for this next activity, I want you to use a marker and also I want you to get a piece of paper. Now, on this paper, you're going to write 4 numbers. You're going to trace 4 numbers. You're going to write the number in English and you're going to write the number in Spanish. Los niños van a necesitar un papel blanco y un marcador. Ellos van a escribir 4 números, cualquier número que ellos quieran, pero 4, con la palabra en inglés y la palabra en español. So let's get started. Okay, I have the number 1. And how do you say 1 in Spanish? Uno. 2. How do you say 2 in Spanish? Dos. What goes next, guys? 3, you're right. How do you say 3 in Spanish? Tres. Then I have number 4. Now 4 in Spanish, you say cuatro. How do you say 5 in Spanish? Cinco. Muy bien. Okay? Okay, boys and girls, let's get started with our second row. Remember, you could pick whatever number you want. I just want 4 numbers with the word in English and the word in Spanish. So, how do you say 6 in Spanish? Who remembers? Seis. Muy bien. How do you say 7 in Spanish? Siete. Muy bien. What goes next? What's our next number? 8. You guys are right. How do you say 8 in Spanish? Ocho. Okay. Boys and girls, now don't forget. Remember what I want you to do. I want you to write the number, and I want you to write the English word and the Spanish word. And you could pick whatever number you want. So, how do you say 9 in Spanish? Nueve. Muy bien. And our last number, how do you say 10 in Spanish? Diez. Muy bien, guys. I'm so proud of you. So go ahead and pick whatever 4 numbers you want. Remember, I want you to write the word in English, and I want you to write it in Spanish. Okay? I can't wait to see your work. Okay, so stay tuned so that we could do our subtraction cards, and that's our next video. Okay, boys and girls, so yesterday we did our addition cards, and today we're going to do our subtraction cards. So what you need for this, you're going to need your 2 subtraction cards papers and 1 pencil. So go ahead and get that. Okay, once you're ready, we'll get started. Okay, let's go ahead and start. You have 1 minus 1 equals, they didn't give you the answer, so let's go ahead and count how many little chicks do you have. You have 1, and then you have another 1. So let's go ahead and subtract. Remember, subtract means when you take away from the other group. So you have 1 minus 1. So if I have 1 chick and I take 1 chick away, the only one that was there, how many do you have altogether? If I took this one away, how much do you have? 0. You're right. So 1 minus 1 equals 0. So go ahead and circle your 0. So we're moving on to the next subtraction. Okay, now we're 2 minus 1 equals, we don't know yet. So 2 minus 1 equals how much? So if I take I'm going to use my little paper. If I take, there's 2 bunnies, and I take 1 out, how many do I have left? 1. You're right. So let's go ahead and write the number 1 and circle it. Okay, now let's go to the next one. 3 minus 1 equals, let's count how many eggs we have. 1, 2, 3, and we have 1 on the other side. So if I have 3 eggs and I take away 1, how many do I have left? So let me cover this up. And I take away 1 egg. How many eggs do I have left? Let's go ahead and count. 1, 2. So my answer is 3 minus 1 equals 2. So let's go ahead and circle our number 2 and write our number 2 up here. Okay, let's move on to our next picture. You have 2 minus 2 equals, they didn't give us the answer, so let's work on it. How many flowers do you have on this side? 1, 2. And how many do you have on this side? 1, 2. Okay, so let's go ahead with my paper. If you have 2 flowers and they take away 2, how many flowers do you have left? 0, you're right. So let's go ahead and circle our 0. And also, I want you to write it here. Boys and girls, you guys are doing such a great job. We have 1 more page and we're almost done, okay? I know it's tricky. Here we go. So in this subtraction card, it says 3 minus 0 equals, they didn't give us the answer. So you have how many eggs? Now your eggs on your paper might be colorful because, like I said before, Miss Maria's printer only prints black and white. So it's okay. So you have 3 eggs. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3. And how many do you have on the other side? 0. You have 1, 2, 3. Now 3 minus 0 equals how many eggs you have all together? 3. You're right. So let's go ahead and circle our 3. And then let's go ahead and write it as well. Okay, let's move on to our next card. It's 3 minus 2 equals, let's count how many jelly beans you have. 1, 2, 3. And how many do you have on the other side? 1, 2. So let's do this. If I have 3 jelly beans and I take away 1, 2, how many jelly beans do I have left? 1. Correct. So let's go ahead and circle our 1. And let's write it on our own. Good job. So here's our next card. You have 3 minus 1 equals, they didn't give you the answer, so let's go ahead and count how many flowers you have. You have 1, 2, 3, and then you also have 1 on the other side. So let me put my green paper right here to help you better. If I have 1, 2, 3 flowers and I take 1 away, how many flowers do I have left? Let's count together. 1, 2. You're right. So our answer would be 3 minus 1 equals 2. Let's circle our number 2 And let's write our 2 up here. Good job, boys and girls. We're in our last one, so you're almost done. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, here we go. We have 4 minus 2 equals, they didn't give you the answer for it, so let's count how many bunnies you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the other side you have 1, 2. Right. So you have, I have my little paper here to help us better. So I have how many? So I have how many bunnies on this side? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 bunnies, and if I take away 2, 1, 2, how many bunnies do I have left? Let's count. 1, 2. You're right. So 4 minus 2 equals 2. Good job. Okay, boys and girls, I'm so proud of you. You finished your subtraction cards. So tomorrow we are going to be working on our missing number math. So that one is very exciting because it's one of my favorites. So see you tomorrow. Bye.